Hey everybody, another Erev Shabbos is upon us. Another special Shabbos. It is a third of four special Shabbos prior to Pesach. This one is entitled Shabbos Parah, which is dealing with the use of the red cow. You take it's sacrificed, and you take the ashes of the red cow in order to purify those that have become impure through contact with a dead body. The parsha this week is called Sisa, and we learned something very interesting in the person of Betzalel. And it says that Betzalel was imbued with wisdom and knowledge in the building of all the items used in the Mishkan and later in the Beis Hamikdash. And he was only 13 years old at this time, it says. And we learned something very interesting. Very often we look at older, wiser men who have been learning for many years, that they have, the learning and experience under their belts, and we have let's say we have a question of halachic or hashkafic importance, and we go and seek out a rabbi who's been learning for many years, and that's who we go to ask the questions because primarily they've been learning, so they might have the answers that we need. But through Beit we learned that if it's God's will, even the bar mitzvah age boy, can have just as much insight as someone, much older. Someone who has a certain connection to a Kadosh Baruch who has a connection to their own Yiddishkeit, can have that understanding of and the knowledge that someone much greater in years will have. And I read a quick commentary on the parsha, and it says the three words that it says that Betzalel had was chachma, bina, and das, which is wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. But something very interesting is that Chacham Bin and Das, the acronym for which spells out Chabad. Now, wherever you are on the religious spectrum, right, you got to admit that Chabad does it right. They go out there and they make the Chabad houses everywhere in the world, wherever you might possibly find a Jewish person. Where let's say you're traveling somewhere in the world and it's Friday afternoon and you're like, oh my gosh, Shabbos is coming. You can always find a Chabad house where you can spend Shabbos, and they got it going on. They know what they're doing. Anyways. Wishing everybody a good Shabbos. See you on the flip side.